What's shaking, baby? Oh, we are back. We are back with the multicam setup. We are back with a very special edition of the Blue Pod. The Blue Podcast, to be exact. Episode 2, special holiday edition, baby. Red, white, and blue. Blue without the E. See what I did there? That's called branding, kids. And you got to get good at it. And let's just say I'm a master in the craft, right? I'm like the Beatles in Hamburg with my name. If you guys didn't get that, it's from Malcolm Gladwell's 10,000 Hours Theory. The Beatles go to Europe and they just spend a lot of time playing some instruments. They're actually on stage 8 hours a night for, I think it was a total of 256 or 257 days non-consecutively over the course of 3 years. They were in London before and they sucked, but they had potential. They actually didn't suck from what I recall. Anywho, regardless, they went to Hamburg, killed it for a long time, and they said it was really hard work. And then they came back and were like one of the most, well, they were the Beatles. My father-in-law looks like a member of the Beatles. That's what Ann would always tell me. I wonder who I look like. Well, today, I don't think you've ever seen anyone who looks quite like me. You know what I'm saying, baby? Oh, yeah. Oh, we are back. Episode 2. Give me 1 second. Oh, are we going? Oh, we're going. And to start this episode off, I would like to give you guys, notice, hang on. Oh, I got a lot to do in a little bit of time, baby. First thing we will do is the inaugural energy drink opening to kick off the 4th of July episode of the Blue Podcast. Dude, I got to get some pillows or something to soundproof this thing, but that's all right. Today's mug of choice, I Heart New York. Casey, if you're watching this, I love you, dude. If you're not watching this, I still love you, but you just won't know about it Anywho. Oh, dude, we got decorations. We got Lana Del Rey, my man, our Lord and Savior, and some sparklers. Okay, I want to do the sparklers inside, and when I bring my wife in, we can then discuss what made me not, and it was her, and it was probably the correct decision. All right. Notice how the energy drink is America themed. America Pop. America. I probably should cut that part out. Sorry. Anyways, only intended for persons 18 years or older. I love caffeine. I've already had probably 200 milligrams today. Yeah, around 200 milligrams today. And how much does this sucker got? How much does this have? I can't see because of my sunglasses. Natural caffeine from coffee SPPB, 200 milligrams. Holy crap. Dude, this is not healthy. But it's for America, so we're doing it. Ready, set. This is the sound of America. America. All right. I'll give it a sip. Ooh, that's good. That's dangerously good. That'll keep you up till 5 a.m. good, baby. Woo! Ooh. All right. Gotta dump it in. Ooh. Here we are, baby. I didn't fill it all the way, but yeah. Nope. In case anyone asked, hey, it's coffee. If anyone asks, it's water. All right, to start the episode off, I thought I'd give you a little 4th of July themed Seinfeld because this is just one of my favorite clips from the episode. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Anytown, USA.
What is this?
Anytown, USA.
Woo!
Hello?
Kramer!
Is Kramer home? Oh, hey.
Hello, neighbor.
Boy, those azaleas are really coming in nicely.
Oh, you gotta mulch. You got to.
You barbecuing tonight?
Yeah, right after the fireworks.
Oh. Dude, it's the wind chimes at the end. Should we replay it for a second?
We've got to.
You barbecuing tonight?
Yeah, right after the fireworks.
Dude, how Lori Loughlin and Jerry Seinfeld kept a straight face during that, I have absolutely no idea. That was hilarious, dude. Kramer was always one of my favorite Seinfeld characters. My dad would watch that show when I was a kid, and he would always you'd hear him laughing, and he'd clap and go, Kramer! And kind of like I just did there. Oh, my goodness. Do you ever worry that you're becoming your parents? I've just started to embrace it, dude. My dad was the goofiest guy ever. He's still alive. Sorry. I speak about them in the past tense if I speak about my parents because I don't live there anymore. I was actually talking to my mom about that today, but I'd always heard people discuss the idea that you become your parents, and I don't necessarily think that that's a bad thing because you spent so much time with them that you can, you in a sense can look at yourself from a different perspective, and you can, I don't want to say pick and choose, because I'm not like trying to play God in a sense, but you can just discern the behaviors. Like my mom would work out every day. Every morning she was very disciplined about that. I learned that behavior, and I learned that I want to integrate that into my life. My dad always had fun. He worked incredibly hard, and after he would have fun and he would compete. And so the thing that I learned from my dad was that the way he needs to compete is the way I need to create. In a sense, being goofy or being silly or having fun or doing things like this, it's integrating that discipline that my mom had by setting up all this gear and learning about it and how to produce these things. And then for my dad, it's just then use the spirit of that fun, and through the craft and the discipline of learning the production side of things, you can then facilitate that spirit in a way to communicate it. So Kramer, thank you for that. That was pretty insightful. I have to say, dang, that came out of nowhere. But in other news, I would like to give you guys some facts today, considering this is a special holiday episode of the Blue Podcast about the history of Independence Day. Fun fact number 1. I didn't know this, man. Today is actually not the day of America's independence. July 4th. It's actually, well, you'll probably get this on the 5, 6, 7, probably on the 7th. Today, last Wednesday, the 2nd of July, was the actual day that they declared their independence. And then it took them, because they didn't have any technology, it took them 2 days to write the thing and put their giant John Hancock signatures on there. He had the biggest signature, which is why sometimes people call signatures, they either call them John Hancocks or Hancocks. I don't know. Anyways, I thought that was a very interesting fact. I did not know that today wasn't the actual day of America's independence, because you were always led to believe that as a child. You were led to believe a lot of things as a child, and not all of them were true. So discern what was and what wasn't and behave accordingly. Fun fact number 2. 3 U.S. presidents have died on July 4th. Thomas Jefferson, John Adams, and James Monroe all died on July 4th. And 2 of them, fact check me here, baby, 2 of them died on the same day, just a couple hours apart. It might not sound like I need any more caffeine, but I most certainly do. Fun fact number 3. It's the official start to the dog days of summer. This one, I think I came up with it. Oh, no. Americans consume a whopping 150 million hot dogs today. Dude, that's almost a hot dog. Almost 50% of Americans would then consume hot dogs on this day. Isn't that at least one? I'm not having any hot dogs today. I'll get to my Independence Day plans in just a second. Fun fact number 4, fireworks. Fireworks have actually been a part of America's Independence Day celebrations since a year after we declared our independence, July 4th, 1977. Dude, this makes me want to play that Assassin's Creed one where he's in America. I love American history. American history is actually it was always the most fascinating subject for me in terms of, well, I guess just history in general. But then, you come to learn how much of it was a lie, like the pyramids and stuff. That's a little upsetting, but I guess that's just how life goes, baby. That's life. All right. I don't know about the movie Independence Day. That was going to be the 5th fun fact. I've never seen it, but apparently it was inspired by it. And then fun fact number 6, this is like the most hated holiday by all pets around the world. If you have a dog or a cat, you know what's up. All right. I'm going to try and alleviate some of that animal animosity towards America's independence by bringing the cats on the pod in just a second. But I feel for you if you got a dog or a cat or even a kid and the fireworks are sort of an unsafe thing that happen in these like safe suburban environments, depending on where you live, but it's just a real juxtaposition on this day, and it's kind of hard to not get mad, but getting mad is kind of counterproductive at the thing because you want to celebrate it, and fireworks are actually really cool. It is what it is, right? Hope you guys have a fun and safe 4th of July. Speaking about the fireworks. Now, and just know if you got a pet, I feel for you. Now onto my Independence Day plans. This was a big part of it, baby, right? If you can't tell, I was pumped. That's why. And so the reason I chose Born to Die as the one is because that's kind of like it's red, white, and blue, baby. You can't see the title, but that's all right. You get the gist of what I'm saying. And later tonight, Ann and I'll actually wait to bring her on to discuss our Independence Day plans, but we're going to have a great meal. We took Ghost for a great hike. We're going to bring the cats on the pod. We'll take them outside. We got some sparklers that I was going to bring onto this episode, but now I guess I'm not. I don't need any more caffeine once again, but I'm going to drink some. And now it's time for a revelation I had. Did I sufficiently tell you my plans? Meal, pets, and then this pod, and then we'll probably do something with sparklers for the vlog. But I really wanted to bring him on, but I just couldn't because my wife advised me not to, and I thought it would be best for me to take her advice. All right. I had a revelation the other day. All right. I was driving down Washington from Planet Fitness, the intergalactic center of health, and it dawned on me that my wife was telling me, I stood in front of her and said, hey, babe, because about a year ago, I was told I was chubby by my cousin. It was actually was that last year? Yeah, it was a year and maybe 3 months ago. So that's 15 months ago. My cousin called me chubby. I lost 40 pounds. 10, 20, 30, 40. Yeah, I lost like 40. Anywhere from 42 to 44 pounds. But I also gained some muscle, so I don't actually know how much I lost. I lost a substantial amount of weight. And part of the process of me losing that weight was I asked Anne what she would like me to change about my physique. And so she would tell me certain things, and then she told me something about the abdominal muscles most recently. Now, I understand this is a podcast hosted by me, produced by me, and I don't mean to just talk about me in the most vain way. So stay with me for 1 second. I went to Planet Fitness and the Intergalactic Center of Health, and I really did some abs, all right, really hard. And as I was driving to Chipotle, it dawned on me, right? I was talking to the Lord, and I said, Lord, I could be 75 and still be working my abs, right? But then I'm going to die and my body's going to decay, right? So, and oftentimes I hear people use that as a mechanism of coping to say, well, it's not going to matter in the end. But then nothing matters, which isn't true because pain, and I've heard Jordan Peterson discusses this in a very, very articulate and succinct way, that pain is something that brings along with it the notion that things would be better if that wasn't there, right? Say you have, it's also summarized as a healthy man wants one thing, a healthy man wants 1,000 things, an unhealthy man wants one thing. So the idea that I could just work abs and get this great physique and my life is just about a good life and the fact that I enjoyed it, it just seemed so vain and so wrong, right? So I have yet to really be able to articulate what that higher thing is, right? The ravioli ab revelation to a way that I'm comfortable discussing it to you. I will just say that for now, I'm going to put a pin in this thought. It doesn't seem sufficient to me to explain away your suffering by saying it doesn't matter. Something about that seems inherently wrong. And I would just like that thought to be left with you. And before I tell you all the things I think are the meaning of life, I think it's best for us to bask in that it is insufficient of an answer to say it's all meaningless and that's okay, right? We're not nihilist. We're not all just toast anyway. That was how my theology teacher junior year of high school explained nihilism. We're all just toast anyway. And then there was a meme of her as a piece of toast, I think. I think someone photoshopped that. Poor woman. Dude, I can't, like, as much as kids, like, will get put under scrutiny on social media, I mean, really, it's all fair game. So, you know, if you're going to be yourself, you might as well, hey, baby, you might as well just be yourself. All right. Now it's time for a very lovely guest, a very, very lovely guest. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you the Lady Adonna. Lady, you have joined the podcast. All right, you just have to put on a headpiece and then you can sit here. But can you wear the sunglasses? Babe, this is so much fun. Like, this is how I want to spend my holidays. You got to sit. And then we don't have to bring the kitty cats on. They can be on a vlog if you want.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. It'd be really fun to have them down here.
Okay, we can bring them down after you.
How do I look?
Yeah, just talk into the mic.
How do I look?
You look fantastic, babe. We have to share a mic. How do I look, babe?
You look really silly.
I know. I know. Hey, guys. Everyone, please welcome the Lady Adonna. I don't know how she feels about me calling her that, but that's her name for the sake of this world I'm building.
Yeah.
So, babe, could you please tell, if you look right into that beautiful Canon EOS 70D that seems to be functioning properly, could you please tell them what our plans are this 4th of July? And then, second, could you tell them why I wasn't allowed to have sparklers down here?
Well,
Right into the mic.
first, our plans. I'm going to make some burgers and some fries and some baked beans and going to cut up some watermelon. Basically, we're just going to have a little party here.
Yeah.
And John wanted to have sparklers on the podcast.
Yeah.
And he was getting a lighter out of the drawer.
Yeah.
And I said, "Are you going to light those downstairs?"
Yeah, I am.
And I said, "That's not a good idea.
No, it's
we
not.
should not do those inside."
It's a great idea.
So that's why they're on display right here. But we will probably do the sparklers outside for the vlog. So if you want to see sparklers, you're going to want to watch the vlog.
Yeah. We got a whole world going here.
Yeah,
Yeah, but we only got one podcast mic.
that's okay.
Anything else you want to share with them, or do you want to bring the kitty cats on now?
Let's bring the kitty cats on.
Okay. Everyone say hi. Oh, I'm going to sneeze. Everyone say bye to the Lady Adonna and hello to the kitty cats. Oh, man. One kitty cat. And here he is, Mr. Cosmo. Should we just do one at a time?
No, there goes.
If anything gets messed up, baby, hey, do your homework. If anything gets messed up, I'm sorry, baby. Cosmo, are you having a good 4th of July? He's like, what the heck is going on here? Hey, dude. Do you want to play with this, buddy? There we go. We got it on him. Ah! Check. Check, check, check. Oh, we're still going strong. I tried to put that thing on him, but it didn't work. Just bring it over here. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Larry girl. 4th of July Larry. All right, this is not going as anticipated. Why don't we both just hold one and you put this on? I meant on you.
Oh,
Larry girl.
there we go.
Yeah. Can you give us a purr?
No.
No, nothing.
Well, look at her. Look.
I know.
She's tolerating it.
Yeah. Cosmo just wanted to eat it. There he is. Get your booty on your wheel. Oh my goodness, this is wild. You guys can't see it, but this is crazy. Okay, here. Can we each? I'll be, okay. If we each hold one.
I'll hold Cosmo.
I'll hold it.
Okay.
Sorry, buddy. Okay. All right. And then just put that on your head. Oh, no. Hat. Thank you for joining us today on the Blue Podcast. And as always, do your homework. Ain't no way. Diddy in a day. Mofo better come out here and show me. Ain't no way. Diddy in a day. Mofo better come out here and show me. Damn.
All day smoochie.
Yeah. Ooh, there will be the first post-credit scene on the podcast. I've never had one of those before. All right, we're done.
Okay.